Hello, viewers. This is Salman again on BaatShaat. It's a double game day today in England at the World Cup. England, the host, they take on the West Indies, and Australia is going to take on Sri Lanka. Both crucial games at this stage of the World Cup. Um, why? Let's talk about the points table here. As you can see, the Australians are fairly comfortably placed with 4 games, 3 wins, 1 loss. I think they're mighty favorites to win the game tomorrow against Sri Lanka. The reason I say that is based on the current form. Sri Lanka has been very fortunate. The only game they won is against Afghanistan. They've been very fortunate to have picked those 2 points in the washouts. One was against Pakistan, the other one was against Bangladesh. Both teams were in some ways, favorites against Sri Lanka to win their game. So Sri Lanka has been very fortunate to have picked up those 2 points. Having said that, if Australia wins tomorrow, as the prediction is, or as it seems, then Australia would comfortably move to the top spot with 5 games, 4 wins, and a loss at 8 points. Sri Lanka will stay where they are at 4 points. But it all depends on the England versus West Indies game, because if England on current form should be able to beat the West Indies, but as you have seen in the few games that West Indies have played, they played actually 3 games, 2 games. One was a washout, and I believe that washout was against. I can't recall who did they play, but it seems I can't seem to be recalling whose game washed out against them. But having said that, where I sit right now is England. If they win tomorrow, they'll move on to 6 points, which is the third spot. They'll move on to the third spot. West Indies, though, will 4 games, 3 points, will very closely match Pakistan, very closely match Bangladesh. But their run rate, it all seems, if they lose, how much are they going to lose by? But if West Indies bowling comes good, which it did in the first 2 games, if you recall, against Australia, they restricted Australians to 288. At one point, Australians had lost half their side under 100 against the West Indian bowling attack, and against Pakistan, West Indies was able to bundle them out for 105. Having said that, I think there's a fabulous opportunity now for West Indies to keep staking their claim for that semi-final spot, which wasn't theirs in the beginning. We weren't predicting them to go to come out this strong, but they have been fairly strong. They have only won 1 game, but the way they played against Australia with the game they lost, and the way they played against Pakistan really speaks volumes for the work they've done. They have some exciting talent in their team. It would be a big game. They're both batting sides. West Indies they both have great bowling attacks, but I think where I think what it seems is how England's going to handle the batting line. The explosive batting line of West Indies would be the key. Point table is wide open. Again, like I keep saying, West Indies is an explosive team, and again, it can go both ways. They can either score 400 runs, or they can implode and fold out for less than 100 or 200. But having said that, they do have some bowlers in their lineup that can actually take plenty of wickets. England, though, after the setback they had against Pakistan, they came back very strong against Bangladesh, scored 386, and I don't think they're going to let their foot off the pedal. If they bat tomorrow, expect a big score. West Indies is very capable of chasing. It all depends on how Gale fires. Shai Hope has to be the rock stone of the batting lineup, but all others have to play around him. But having said that, very honestly, I think it'll be very, very crucial games, very exciting. My points for Sri Lanka versus Australia game would be for Australia, because Sri Lanka, again, they've been struggling in this tournament throughout and out. They won against Afghanistan, a game they should have lost. Afghanistan were cruising at 1 point, chasing a very small total, and then they just imploded. The World Cup nervousness, the lack of experience kicked in, and they lost wickets in a heap. Having said that, Afghanistan hasn't really turned up at the World Cup, much like South Africa. They've lost all their 3 games, but going back to Sri Lanka hasn't turned up at the World Cup either, except for just that little phase where Afghanistan exploded or imploded and gave them an opportunity to get in Sri Lanka did. We saw some Malinga Yorkers, so I don't know. Their last game was a washout against Pakistan. How well is Sri Lanka gonna come back and continue playing good cricket against Sri Lanka, against Australia, which is a very good team. They've just beaten Pakistan. They lost to India, but they did beat West Indies as well. So sure, West Australia's already chalked up 3 victories. First was against Afghanistan. Both teams have beaten Afghanistan, but let's see. Let's see tomorrow what happens. My votes are for Australia to beat Sri Lanka, unless Sri Lanka pulls off a miracle. And for West Indies and versus England game, I'm going to side with England here. West Indies can spring a surprise. I'm not denying that. But right now, I think the situation, the way it seems, England will definitely take the bait. England will go for the win and might even take the points, and then that would open up the whole points table again, and it would give an in to the teams like Pakistan and Bangladesh to try to stake a claim at the top spot. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow, I'm going to be back again live talking about the end results. Lucky might join me. If not, then we'll see you before the Pakistan game and after. Thanks for watching, and make sure you keep subscribing. Please hit that bell icon. Hit subscribe. Your support is fabulous. We have been able to make these videos thanks to the support that you're providing us. Keep watching. Thank you. Bye.